Hi everyone, I'm Terry and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 57. Welcome. I just have some more squares done for this week, so that's my finished object, but I do have works in progress as well, and we are also going to be doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway and announce the winner toward the end of the video, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's see. For my squares, as you know, I'm participating in the 365 Days of Granny Square project. That is a collection of tutorials, YouTube tutorials by Nadia of Yarn Utopia. And she did one Granny Square per day, released the tutorial for it per day in 2016, I think. And for a total of, actually it was 366 because she gave us a leap year bonus. So anyway, I've been working through those, and so this week I'm starting off with square number 226, and it's this one. Very pretty. It's got a 3D flower there. I like the colors I put together on that one. Okay, so 226. The next one is number 227. These have got bobble stitches right there. Okay, so the next one, 227. The next one is 228 right there. And then we have 229. It's got a crocodile stitch flower there. And then number 230 is this one right here. And then the last one is number 231. I like this one too. It turned out really nice. Okay, so that's my squares that I've completed for the week. Just a minute, my dog wants out. Hang on. Okay, I thought he was going to stay in here with me, but I guess he heard something, had to go check it out. So anyway, so that's all my finished objects. So now is my works in progress. Well, as you know, with these squares, I've been putting them together with my favorite join as you go method, which is a flat braid method. I do have a tutorial for it on my channel. And I have been putting the squares together. And so the squares that I showed you last week, I have attached it to my blanket. Let me get it right side up here. Okay. And here we go. I now have 5 rows. I think you can see all of them. It is 6 squares and now by 5. And so I've got one more row to go to attach down at the bottom. Let me get the bottom here, see? Okay. And then this blanket will be complete. I'm bordering it with this green, Red Heart Super Saver green in the tea leaf color. So I think the green really set off because so many of these squares kind of have a floral take on them. And so I think that the green really set them off really nice. So okay, so there is my blanket. And so now the ones I just made, these 6, I will be adding them to this blanket, and the blanket will be complete. So I should be able to show you, well, yeah, next week on the next episode, I'll be showing it to you that I have a complete blanket, and then I'll be picking out some new colors to continue on. That I will be continuing on with number 232, and I will be picking out a set of new colors for my next blanket for the next squares. Okay. So that's works in progress. Number 1 was that blanket. Let me move those out of the way. Okay, so number 2 works in progress is the sampler blanket I've been working on, and I've been doing the pattern out of this book right here. It's called Afghans for All Seasons. Yep. Okay, and it's an old book. It was published in 1993. This one I bought it when it just came out. And it is a sampler blanket that's in the book, and I think that's what it's called. Let me find the page. Yeah, no, Stitch Sampler is what it's called. And there is the blanket, Now they did it in multicolors, like a scrap yarn project. Well, I am using, and it was also done, this one was done in worsted weight yarn. Now I am using the Lion brand Mandala. Oops, sorry, I forgot to silence my phone. Let me take care of that. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I did it in the Lion brand Mandala in the colorway Centaur. Now this is a number 3 weight yarn, as you know, which is like a equivalent to DK or Sport, something like that, I guess. And let me show you, it's getting pretty big. I think I measured it, and it's about 30 to 32 inches across, something like that. So it's getting pretty good size. I'm still waiting to make it a little bigger. And there you go. I got into some more dark striping, and then the light, and then dark, and that's where I've gotten so far. I have just, well, my yarn ball fell down there, but it's just kind of a wad of yarn left in that cake. And then I do have one more complete cake of the Centaur that I'm going to be adding, joining onto that and continuing on. I believe I'm at around row 60 something, let's see, 68, and there's 82 rows, I think. Yeah, and then we'll see where I am from there. I may add on to it. I know I briefly don't know if I briefly did it, but I spoke about it before, that if I need to make it larger, I may continue on with maybe sections from the around the basis blanket, which is also a stitch sampler blanket, and so I may have to use some pieces of that to make it larger. But anyway, I'm liking how it's turning out. It is a Christmas present, so that's good. Okay, so that is works in progress number 2. And so works in progress number 3 is also a Christmas present, and it is another blanket, and this is the Mo of Change blanket. And this pattern is a free pattern on Ravelry by Franco Randall. And this is the, did I say it? Mo of Change. Anyway, here you go. Okay, it's round, so you know, a round blanket's kind of hard to hold up. But I don't know where I was the last time. I think I was maybe in this white section, but anyway, I've gotten all the way up to here to the pink again. I don't know, I think I'm going to do one more round of the pink before I go on to the white, would be the next color, okay? And the yarn I'm using is the Premier Yarns Sweet Roll in the Bubble Pop. And I've still got some on this, so I mean, I'm wanting to keep going on it. I haven't measured it across yet, but I mean, it's getting a nice size, but it's definitely not big enough is what I'm wanting, because it's not going to be a baby blanket. It's going to be for a teenager, so I need to keep going on it. With this one, I think I'm on round 32, I think, and I believe there are 42 rows or something. I have maybe 10 more rounds to go. Here is what it looks like. Now that picture was done in the Mandala yarn, which is the gnome colorway, and they actually did it with a well, that's number 3 weight yarn, and I'm using this one, which is a worsted weight, so I was hoping that it was going to make it bigger, and I mean, it is making a bigger size. But what I may have to do, which probably will, is I bought, now the Mo of Change is a free pattern on Ravelry, but Franco Randall did enlarge the pattern, and he made a yeah, well, what would you call that, enlargement, an add-on edition. Anyway, but this is a paid-for part, this edition is, and I went ahead and bought it. And what it does is it takes the Mo of Change and it turns it into a rectangular blanket, and so I can continue on with this pattern to make it larger. I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I kind of like the novelty of it being a round blanket though, so I may even look at one of his other patterns. I was just thinking about this today. I don't know if it would work, but I was thinking maybe I would look at another one of the round patterns, like the Ring of Change blanket maybe, which is another one of his blankets, and then maybe kind of match up the stitch count where I'm at, and then just continue on with it being round. I kind of like the idea of it being a round one, but we'll see. I don't know. I might not do that. I may not be that adventurous, but you know, I may go ahead and do this one and turn it into a rectangular one. So we'll see. Okay, so what are your thoughts on it? Does that sound like it might be kind of a neat idea to incorporate the two together? You can comment down below and let me know what you think about it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, so that is my third works in progress. Now my fourth works in progress, I showed this to you last week, is the robot hanger organizer. Let me get my picture up of it. I have a picture of it somewhere here. I think I'm going the wrong direction on my phone. Yeah, right here. This is a pattern. This is a paid-for pattern, but it is on Ravelry, and it is by Carolina Guzman. And there it is. It's like they have it hanging. It's like an organizer thing where those gray parts right there are pockets, and they have it hanging on the back of a car seat, like the driver's seat or whatever. So then the child that's sitting in the back seat can put toys and books and crayons or whatever in the pockets for road trips or whatever. Anyway, so I showed it to you last week. I've gotten a little bit more done. Now these pieces I've got pinned on, so I'm hoping they're not gonna fall off. But last week I think I had the viewfinder and I had his little antenna on the top, and now you see I have the ears, his ears, which are these red squares, rectangles, okay? And like I said, they're just pinned on because I'll have to center them and stitch them on. But anyway, there's that. And then yesterday I completed, or almost, the arm, one of his arms. I believe I have to put some stuffing down in the hand section at the bottom and kind of seal that off, so I haven't done that yet. But that's the arm, one of the arms. And then I did do one of the pockets in the gray. Whoops, everything's falling now. In the gray, this will be one of the pockets. And then on the pocket there's designs like gears and buttons and dials and that sort of thing. And so there was a light bulb, and I have done the light bulb right there. And this right here will be a dial. I've got this red not attached, but I started playing around with it, but I need to make like a couple of arrows to make it like a dial, and then it'll be on the pocket like this. See, on the pocket, let me see. Oh, I can zoom it up. There you go. See, there's the light bulb right there, and then the dial is, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of weird. Right there, it's kind of bright. Oh, there it is. See it with the arrows? Anyway, so I'm still working on that. You have to, most of it, not the little pieces, but these bigger pieces, you have to hold the yarn double. And so it kind of makes my hands tired after a while. Using, you know, double-stranded yarn with a hook that's, well, I can't remember what hook I'm using. It's not real large. I think it's an H. Oh, it's in my bag here. It's in my bag. You want to see my bag? I didn't make it, but I bought it. I thought it was super cute. It's this one. This llama don't need no drama. Okay, isn't that all of our sentiments? Anyway, yes, I'm using an H hook for that. Okay, so that is my works in progress, and I believe that's all I worked on this week. I made those squares. I attached the other squares to the blanket, and then I've been working on these sampler blankets. It is getting, especially this one here, it's getting to where there's lots of stitches per side, and so you slow up. That makes you kind of slow up on that because it takes you a good amount of time to get from one corner to the other, and you got 4 sides to go. So But I've been working on those, and so, and the robot hanger, so I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so upcoming. Now, tomorrow is Friday. Well, today is July the 5th, 2018, which is a Thursday. And tomorrow it will be July the 6th, which is the first Friday of the month. And so I am doing the calendar blanket cowl crochet along that Jada and Stitches has been doing all throughout this year, and she releases the new section of the pattern on the first Friday of every month. So tomorrow she will be releasing July's edition to the blanket, and so I will be getting my blanket out and adding my July section, and so I will have that next week to show you. So that's upcoming, really upcoming, because it's tomorrow. And then of course I will have my Christmas character blanket square for the month. Oops, I closed my phone. Let's see, let me find it really fast. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is the Christmas character blanket right there that I'm working on, and I am going to be doing this one, which is the Christmas wreath there at the bottom. And so I'll get the calendar blanket, which is Jada and Stitch's part, that cowl. I'll get that section done, and then I will start gathering my yarn for this wreath square, because that's the one I'll do in July, okay? And then let's see. Oh, and then my blanket roundup video that I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. I delayed it just a little because I wanted to finish this blanket so I could add it to the donation group. And so I will be finishing that off this week, and then I will be able to film that video. But I am preparing my other blankets that I'm going to donate. I've been washing them and getting them ready to donate. So once I get this blanket, that blanket down there I just showed you with the green bordering, when I get that done and washed and ready, then I will do the blanket roundup video, which should be the end of next week. And then so I'll have that. I'll show you the blankets one last time of the ones I'm going to be donating to the Project Linus charity. Okay, so that video is upcoming. Okay, and then let's see. Last week, which is just a few days ago, I did have my second quarterly goals update video that I released and posted already. So I've got that one. Which I needed to do at the end of June, and so I got that done. Oh, and then one more thing is the crochet along. I found a new crochet along. As you know, I started making an amigurumi of the video game character Diddy Kong, but I posted on my Facebook group page that Diddy Kong is going to have to stay in the peanut form a little bit longer, because I'm looking at him over there, but his body part, head and body, is one piece, and right now he kind of looks like a peanut the way it's shaped. So anyway, he will have to kind of stay sleeping in that form for a little bit, because Sharon Oyala of her website is called amigurumitogo.com, I believe, and she just announced on her website that she is going to be starting a crochet along where she's going to be releasing pieces like 1 week at a time of a new amigurumi pattern, and it's so cute that I just have to drop Diddy Kong for a little bit and work on this, because it's so fun to. I enjoy doing crochet alongs, because you're doing it with other people at the same time, and you only get a section at a time to work on, and so it's not so overwhelming, especially if the pattern's got lots of detail to it. So anyway, here is the pattern. It's called the Small But Mighty Dragon Crochet Along, okay? And it's supposed to be through this month. It runs from July the 2nd to July the 31st. Now, the only thing that's been released so far is to tell you what kind of materials you need to get, and to encourage you to pick your yarn out and that sort of stuff. And so after the 6th, which is tomorrow, she's going to be releasing the actual first crochet part of the pattern. But anyway, here are the dragons. Aren't they cute? I just think they're cute. And the yarn I picked out to do it is going to be the main body. I'm going to use this. Oh, it's not really coming out right exactly, maybe. Anyway, it's that turquoise Red Heart Super Saver. I have all of this. So I picked this out to do the main body because it's like one of my favorite colors. And then for his belly, his underbelly, you know, you need a light color. Right here, see, you need a light color. And I picked this, which is a very pale mint, kind of a mint green or aqua, something like that. And I thought maybe that would look okay together for his underbelly. And then she said you could pick another color, or you could use the underbelly color for the, let me zoom this one up. See, there's some trim on the wing right there. And so I've got some gray. Now I've got more of this. This is just one, but I've got more of it. So I was thinking maybe this gray and that color to be the wing body color, the wing accent color, and then this, I don't know, I think it's a baby yarn. It may even be thinner than this, but I think it might be okay. Anyway, this aqua for the belly. So what do you think? Is that a good combination? I'll either do that or I will just stick to these two. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. And so if anybody wants to join along in this crochet along, I will put a link in the description box below to Sharon's post where she's introducing these cute little dragons. She even has a, or, well, I could either do that or I could actually link to her video, because she's got an introduction video where she's actually picking them up, and you can kind of see the size of them. But anyway, so if anybody wants to join me in making these, I think it's going to be a fun thing to do, and I will be posting. Well, I'll show my progress here, but then I will be posting on my Facebook group, which is Yarnjoy Podcast, 2 words. My progress on it. And there's a few others that said that they wanted to make it along with me, so we can show our progress of that as well, of other projects that I'm doing, or we're all doing, sorry. But and if you're part of Facebook and you haven't joined my Facebook page, please go over and join. You just have to put a join request, I guess, and then I'll go ahead and accept you into the group. I usually get the request pretty quick, or I get notified pretty quick on my phone or my computer, and I try to go ahead and accept the requests fairly quickly. So, but yes, come please join us. I have quite a few. I think we have about maybe 200 members on that Facebook group, and we just post what we're working on and any questions or encouragement that we want to give to each other. We just have a fun group over there, and so I encourage you to come over and join us. I'd love to see what you're working on. And if you don't make YouTube videos or anything, that's a way that I can see your projects, because you're always seeing my projects all the time, so I'd love to see what you're working on. Okay, now, thank you so much for all of my subscribers. I'm so happy, I'm touched that people want to watch and see what I'm doing. But my subscriber count now is up to 1,169 right now, so I'm just so thrilled that I'm seeing those numbers climb. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do, and that way you can see what's going on and what I'm working on each week, and seeing my progress on all the projects and things that I do. I do that weekly, of course, but then I also like to post extra videos from time to time of other things. I have other ideas and things that I'd like to do. I do have a few tutorials. I'm looking right now for another pattern to do a tutorial on, so I would love to design my own patterns, but I haven't quite got to that point yet. But I would definitely like to try to do that in future. I also have blanket round, well, I haven't done yet, but I will be doing extra videos here and there, like my blanket roundup video and different things. So please subscribe to my channel and join us. Okay, so in honor, or to say thank you for my reaching my 1,000 subscriber mark. I posted a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, yes, it was 2 weeks back from today. Today makes 2 weeks, that I was going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and the prize is going to be a pattern from Ravelry. Now, it can be one single pattern, it can be multiple patterns depending on how much they cost, but the total will add up to a maximum of $8, which is US dollars. And so I had that video going, and so I'm now closing it because I'm about to draw the winner. And I had, of all the entries, I said to qualify for entering the giveaway, you had to be a subscriber because it's for my subscribers. And then to like the video, also that giveaway video, but also to comment to that video, giving me a craft or crochet or yarn related tip that I can use and share with everybody. So it's always fun to learn new things, and somebody may have a tip that will make the way you did a certain thing, maybe it's an easier way to do it. I'm always looking for easier ways to do things and more efficiently. So anyway, we had, of my subscribers, or of the comments, I've copied them all down, not the comments, but the names, and I numbered them in the order that I was, like my very first person to comment on that video, that was number 1, so like that. And so I went all the way to, just a few minutes ago I checked and I had one more, so I have now 130. So I wrote all of those down. So now I'm going to just do I was going to do a random comment, the comment picker thing, but I decided to go ahead and just do the random number generator. Okay, so I found a random number generator right here on my phone, and now I'm going to put in the requirements, which is the number from 1 to 130, because I have 130 entries, okay? And so now I'm going to hit generate, and we'll see the number. Number 110. Okay, so we're going to go over to my paper. We'll look for number 110. Number 110 is the Canadian Crocheter, which I believe that's Debbie, right? Is that your name? Anyway, Canadian Crocheter. Yay! I'm so glad you won. Please get in touch with me and let me know what pattern or patterns, as long as they total up to $8 US, and I will, and tell me what your Ravelry name is, and then I will get a hold of you, or you get a hold of me. You can contact me through the Facebook group if you're a member of that, which is the Yarnjoy podcast. You can find me there, or you can also just contact me on Ravelry if you want to do that. And my Ravelry name, I'm going to put it in the description box below, but it's TJS140 with no spaces, okay? And little, not capital, but small letters. Anyway, lowercase letters. Anyway, so please find me, or I'll find you, so we can, and let me know. Be looking around for some patterns, and then let me know what patterns you want, and then I will purchase them and gift them and send them to your Ravelry account. So thank you everybody for entering, and thank you so much for everybody that left tips, because now I'm going to be using these in future videos. I want to share the tips, and I will give credit to the person that gave the tip, but I do want to share the tips with everybody else that might not have read it in the comments. So thanks so much everybody for entering the giveaway, and I will be doing another giveaway once my subscriber count gets up to 1,500. So we are at 1,169 right now. So subscribe and help us get those numbers up, and then when we hit the 1,500 mark, I will do another giveaway. Okay. So I believe that's all that I have for this video. It's probably getting really long now. So I think that's it. what has everybody been up to? We've been having really hot weather, but we did finally get a little bit of rain yesterday. Now I know some of my viewers, Glenda, hello Glenda, from Houston. I know that they've been having flooding over in Houston, and it's funny how it's not that far from us, but we didn't have any rain, except finally we did get a little rain that went through yesterday, and we got about 3/4 of an inch, which at least watered the grass, so that's good. Hope everybody's having great weather, or if not, I hope it clears up for you, and I hope everybody has a good week. We are still on summer vacation right now from our homeschool, but I am gathering the books together that we need, and I'm beginning to plan out my upcoming homeschool year. My son will be starting grade 11 or 11th grade, however you want to say it, and this is a secondary school or high school, what we call it. And so I'm gathering the books, and I like to plan out my whole entire year. All the assignments, everything is planned out during the summer, so that way when we start in August, we will have the plan of what all the assignments need to be due, what needs to be done for each day. So I am beginning to work on that a little bit. I picked up some books today that I'm going to go through and see if we can use them. So that's what I've been doing. We had a 4th of July yesterday, July the 4th, which is Independence Day, celebrating here in the United States. And my husband was off from work, and so we had a kind of a barbecue. Well, we did. We had a barbecue, and my son and daughter-in-law came over, and we had a nice visit. And it was funny because I kept thinking that it was like Saturday or a Sunday or something, because the family was here and my husband was off from work. And I kept having to tell myself, no, it's in the middle of the week, it's Wednesday, and I will not have to, but I get to do my weekly video tomorrow, which is today, which is what I'm doing right now. So anyway, you know how it kind of gets your schedule off when you have out of the ordinary scheduled day, I guess you'd say, in the middle of the week, and then I keep thinking, no, it's not the weekend yet. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just enjoy visiting with all of y'all. So you can tell I'm Southern because I said y'all instead of you all or everyone. I enjoy visiting with everyone. Say it that way, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna get off now. So everybody have a great weekend coming up, and I will get on to my projects, and we will see you, you will see me, there I go again. You will see me next week. Oh, I do want to say, Amanda from Happy to Hook Creations, I sent off your craft swap box today, and so you should be receiving it this upcoming Tuesday, I believe. So I will send you a little message confirming that also. So I hope you like all the items that I sent to you in the little box, and so I hope it gets there fine. I'm sure it will, and that you enjoy all of them. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week. See you later, guys. Bye.